Hello crafty cuties. I am going to do another junk journal layout with you guys today. I'm just trimming the photo that I just printed for my printer, and today I am going to do a photo of me sewing. You know, I want these books to be something that my son can look back on, and I realize that sometimes I include mostly photos of him in the books. So for this month, I really want to be mindful of adding things that I think he would enjoy seeing. You know, so obviously photos of Hans and I always call Hans Alistair. And I want to include things that we like and things that we love doing together. So yeah, this is just a photo of me sewing. I have this photo because I was vlogging this day, kind of a day in the life on my vlog channel. So I have a bunch of mess here because I just got done filming the first layout, and if you haven't seen that, I'll have it linked below. I have some fabric that I got from some Happy Mail. I have some pattern paper because I thought that would be kind of fun, and I also brought along some of my printables. And I grabbed the vintage sewing printables. So I'm thinking I will possibly use those. I'm not sure. Now that I see this, I might use it right here. And let's see. Yeah, I'm obviously just gonna hop right in. Okay, you know what? I know that I want to have this pattern paper. So I'm just going to take my glue and basically cover this entire thing here. I'm not worrying about getting glue all over. The pattern paper stays pretty well, I find, with just, you know, a medium-sized amount of glue. Okay, so I'm just going to take this. It's all wrinkly, which I love. That's going to add a little bit of texture, and you guys probably know by now I don't usually take too much time on my layouts, so I think this will be kind of fun to do something a little bit different. And I've always loved art journaling, so it is really fun for me to incorporate different mediums and things like that in my layouts when I can. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of tear this, and I'm not worried ever about making things perfect, and in fact I kind of like it not being perfect, so I'm just going to kind of tear off the excess. Okay, just kind of fold that side down because I'm lazy and I don't want to cut it off. Okay, now I also wanted to include fabric just because I think it might be nice to have the feel and the texture, and it makes sense because we're sewing. Now I wish I could sew in this layout, but you know what? That's going to be a little bit hard, isn't it? You know what? What we could do actually is take this piece out and I could sew on it. And then we can kind of tip it in using this flap right here. So I will, yeah, I'll put it back on the page with this flap right here, and we'll sew right here. Okay. Made up my mind. Okay, so I know that I want to sew this fabric on. Let's go do that. Okay, I'm going to choose a really pretty kind of, oh, I don't even know what kind of stitch you call this. It's like swirly. And I have some really pretty thick orange thread in here, so let's go. Now I could easily turn this into a pocket, but I don't think I'll do that because I don't really need a pocket for this layout. And I probably could have trimmed the fabric before, but that's okay too. All right, now of course I want to add some lace, so I'm going to trim this fabric, and then I can figure out where to add the lace. So I did grab some die cuts that I thought might be kind of cute, just to lay around here and just make this be kind of a piece to look at, if that makes sense. So I'm going to just layer these, and this says let's stay home. And that's a typical me thing. I would always rather stay home than go somewhere. So I'm just going to sew this on around the circle. Circles are really easy to sew on. You just have to go slow and kind of move your piece as you go. Okay, so here we go. Normally I wouldn't care to cover this up, but for this one I do want to cover it up, so I'm just going to take one of my journaling cards and I think I will just adhere this to the back. So I'm just going to adhere this tip in just kind of the old school way and use some washi tape on both sides of my little flap here. Okay. Whoops. All right, and I chose this measuring tape washi because I thought it was fitting. And then some on this side. Now I am taping over fabric, but I don't think there will be an issue, and I can always add some glue if I feel the need to. And I'm just kind of taping it into this crease here. There we go. So now we have our tip in. Let's go ahead and add the photo. So I want to use my journaling card as kind of a background. So we'll just start out by gluing that on. And I'm gonna put that close to the top. And then I will just go ahead and start adding the pieces on. And I don't know if I already mentioned, but I definitely want to do a good amount of journaling on the other side over here. So I'm going to keep this, I think, just how it is, and I'll write around all of that. I think that will look kind of cool. Okay, so I'm going to add this. I wanted to add it below the measuring tape, if you see that, so just because I like the look. And I think I'll add a few die cuts actually to this side just to kind of tie everything in together. These are from the same collection. I think it's called Oh My Heart by Pink Paisley. So I just kind of want that peeking out a little bit. I don't usually use die cuts too often, but and I think I will add this piece down here. I just feel like this one actually does need something down below, kind of like that. Yeah, I like that actually. All right. Oh, I forgot. I have this little die cut too with some little scissors and pens. I don't know. I was thinking about adding it because I felt like it kind of went, but maybe not. It is really cute, but I think we're good. I'm going to stare at this for a moment and decide. There we go. I added my journaling and we are all done with this layout. I hope that you guys enjoyed this junk journal with me. This was really fun to try something different. And if you guys have any questions, leave them below. I will have the link to this digital kit that I used in this layout down below. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.